What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and everything went like in my head. This is actually posted on Friday, and so this is like Expanded Friday now. If you didn't see the update, I think we're gonna do Standard Monday update Wednesday or whatever I feel like doing on Wednesday, and then Expanded Friday. It just gives me more time to do stuff, and there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to do in my life right now, so we can at least pump out some content, and then Wednesday we do updates, like what happened in the regionals or whatever, and then standard deck Monday, and then a deck on Friday. It could be rogue, it could be main deck. Like I said, big update last Wednesday if you missed it, so make sure you watch that video. Anyways, today we are playing Trevenant, and like we did Monday, what I did is I reached out to somebody who did fairly well with Trevenant here. The regionals passed a couple regionals ago. Actually, it's been a good minute. When was this regionals? It was actually in November, so we're looking like a month in like 2-3 weeks, so November 2nd. But a lot hasn't changed. Cosmic Eclipse has came into Expanded, which is the big question is like, can the deck still work in Expanded? And there has been some bans. You can see right now this Marshall is banned. So what I did is actually reach out to Luke. Luke made top 32 at, what was this? Richmond? Yeah, Richmond, Virginia. And he actually runs Celio's network. So thank you to him for reaching out, helping me out, and answering. He actually gave a really good depth answer and everything, so I do love that a lot. So let me pull up Luke's. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the deck, and then we're going to read his answers while we're playing the deck. Let me see. I probably should have did this a little bit better. Let me pull up the messenger real quick on Facebook. Let's pull up Luke. All right, and there it is. He actually does like an expanded matchup Google thing that we will definitely upload, so you can look into that. So the first thing we want to do is we got to cut Marshall out. It has been banned, and what he said is he definitely wants to play. So I asked like, hey, what changes? Guzma Hal is interesting. You can grab a special energy, mystery, or counter a stadium like Power Plant, D-Valley, and a tool, which will likely be a rescue scarf. So let's go ahead and pull up Guzma and Hala. Okay, so let's do Guzma and Hala, which we've seen before in the channel. It is really, really good and expanded. So if you don't know, Trevenant has that ability Force Curse. As long as Pokemon is active, your opponent can play item cards from their hand, which can be really devastating to a lot of games, a lot of opponents like games. We have Ascension Phantom, of course, to find the Trevenant turn 1, which can involve a Trevenant break. It uses Silent Fear, does 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's bench any of your opponent's Pokemon, not bench only. Puts 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. There we go. I can talk now. So, I mean, it might not seem like a lot, but not be able to use item cards combined with spreading 30 everywhere is really, really strong. And then, of course, play cards like Espeon EX, which has a Miraculous Shrine, which can de-evolve all their Pokemon. We have Ditto, which can evolve into the Trevenant, but mostly is for the Alolan Muck, which has Power of Alchemy, which makes their base Pokemons don't have any abilities, which is definitely like Mewtwo, and other stuff like that, which could be very devastating to your opponents. And then we have cards like Wobbuffet, which can Psychic Assault. Also, it makes it where Pokemon that are not Psychic have no abilities, another way to shut down your opponent's deck. So we're very, very Psychic heavy. I mean, that's what the deck revolves around, is Trevenant and Psychic typing, using the Force or Silent Fear to spread it to 30. You could use Tree Slam, which is a 60, 20, 20 there, buddy. And then, of course, Alolan Muck to shut down abilities. So Computer Search for consistency. We have 3 Counter Catcher because we are not really taking prize cards until we're going to win the game, pretty much. But bring the Pokemon to the bench to the active. Enhanced Hammer, because special energies are going to be everywhere. 4 Mysterious Treasure to get back your Psychic Pokemon. Also, it's the most consistent card. Treasure, get back your Pokemon. 4 VS Figure to reuse supporter cards. 4 Power Plant. So what we're using is a Power Plant base over like the D-Valley. And the reason was because he does play the Silent Fear. We'll go over more on that here in a little bit. Ace Trainer, of course, to punish your opponent. Do they have 3 and you have 6. Brigetti Spaghetti. I wish we played more of these because 1-up, but I guess with the 1-top Ukulele, that's fine. Cynthia to shuffle, draw 6. We have Faba to get rid of special energy or tool card in the Lost Zone. Guzman got Pokemon to the bench to the active. Guzman Hala to search for a stadium. But when you play this card, you discard 2. You can search for a tool. You may search for a tool and a special energy, which is very great because we played the Counter Catcher and the Rescue Scarf. We have Ends. This is the like way to punish your opponent. And of course, get a new hand. Juniper, discard your hand, draw 7. We have 3 rescue cards, which means like if a Trevenant gets knocked out, they get returned back into their hand instead of going to the discard pile. 3 Mysterious Energy, which counts as a Psychic, but it makes their tree cost Pokemon attached to 2 less if it is a Psychic type. It can only attach a Psychic, so it doesn't really matter. For counter energy, this is our main way to be attacking. We want to be down on price cards and then start using the Silent Fear. But also, we still play like 2 Psychic and like a, just regular Mysterious Energy, which can start attacking. And so that's the deck. So yeah, we already got the Marsh Shadow, which you can't use anymore. So we'll save trees. Let's play it. And then, like I said, we'll go over the questions I asked Luke, and we'll talk about those. And let's go to Expanded. Went from hand control to Expanded, which is pretty much hand control, or some type of control. So the first thing, we'll go straight into the game, and then we'll try to break down everything. The first question, like always, is why did you decide to play the deck? All right, so let's call the coin flip, and we'll answer these questions while we're playing the game. Let me know if you like this concept. If not, I won't do it again. If you do like it a lot, let me know. If you don't even, if nobody leaves anything, I'm just not going to do this again. So I guess that's the key thing here. So my opponent is going to go first. All right, so we need to start a little Phantom. Phantom is the MVP here. Being able to start a Phantom is going to help us out a lot. I get the turn 1 Ascension, and we do start with 1, but we don't start with anything else. It looks like it's a Durant deck, some kind of like mill deck. I saw Trick Shovel, which is like something you really don't care too much about because you have this Trevenant. The only bad thing is our counter energies don't work, so we have to see if they play like Team Flare Gun or anything like that. So we see, yep, it is Durant. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so why did you decide to play trees for the event? About 2 weeks out of the event, I told my testing partners Trevenant should be on the table since it has good matchups against several hyped up decks. Great, he discarded my Mysterious Treasure. Trevenant is always a counter meta deck, and I wouldn't lock into something like this until much closer to the tournament. I made a spreadsheet which generates matchup spreads, and PokeStats use this as their own power ranking. Trevenant had one of the best matchup spreads according to my spreadsheet. I worked and talked about Trevenant with Will Jenkins for at least a week leading up to the tournament and ended up playing 58-60, similar to him, and Brian Hunter, who got 9th place with Trevenant, linked to spreadsheets. So basically saying, you have a good deck. Sad face. Alright, we'll Guzman this guy up. We'll go Mysterious Energy. And we'll Ascension. Alright, so basically we made it, we got the turn 2 lock. My opponent can't play any like Trick Shovels or anything like that. If we don't put another Pokemon, he can't Lysan or Guzman up. He can still Devour to get rid of cards, which could be very annoying. But we can start Tree Slamming next. Well, we can't really Tree Slam either because, yeah, so we'll start seeing some Devouring here. Okay, there's an Ace Trainer and Trevenant Break. That's upsetting. So attach this here. Press done. So he gave a link to the spreadsheet where he could see the spread of everything. Now remember, this is back before Cosmic Eclipse, so definitely going to change a little bit. In short, I played Trevenant because they had a lot of super favorable matchups like Buzzgarb, Night March, and Sable Garb, and nobody was preparing for it. And I think that's still the thing going to the next regionals. We actually don't see a lot of people actually looking at Trevenant as a threat, I guess is a thing to say. But it definitely seems like it is a threat. Just be able to like lock your opponent out. You can see right now like Durant is not really doing anything. I don't care about Mr. Mime. He doesn't do anything for us. Okay. So we'll go, yeah, we'll just keep going Tree Slam. There we go. Oh, it actually does prevent it, the bench. Ooh, spicy. So we need to find a Trevenant Break. Alright, Devour for 1. He can't bring it back or anything either. We'll just keep attaching the Psychics and Tree Slamming. Just in case he does play, like, some way to discard him. But after this, he can't use his Revives, his Stretchers, or anything like that. So, I mean, this should be a piece of cake. I tried to play Trevenant because it had a lot of favorable matchups. Okay. Alright, so, there's Team Flare Gun like I talked about. But we prepared for this. Attaching multiple energies. Devour for 1. There's a Phantom on our turn. We'll go for another Tree Slam. This is not a very fun match to watch, but we're playing Trevenant. You're not going to see much favorable matchups for your opponent. Alright, so Ditto. So what matches did you play against, and did you win, lose, or tie? So you played against Trevenant, which he won. Zoroark Control, which he won twice and tied once. Zoroark Control, even though they are playing Dark type, it is very favorable for you. I'm just letting you know that. This man is trying his best. Alright. So, like I said, Zoroark Control is actually pretty variable because you play the Enhanced Hammer and they can't evolve, and you could de-evolve all in one turn. Like, you might think you have a bad time, but then once you, like, spread enough damage, you actually beat Zoroark pretty easy. Aggro, he went 0-2-1. I guess is that the item locking deck. I seen that being very problematic because they can just like they're prepared for the item locking. Buzzgarb, he 3-0'd it. Other Zark variants, he 1-0'd it. Pyroar Star, he tied it. Pyroar should be somewhat easy because you are an evolution deck. Veziqueen, he tied it. And Pikarom, he lost to it. So did you ever miss D-Valley over the Power Plant? Because we saw its list, it did not play any D-Valley, actually played Power Plant instead. And he said the 4 counters energies helped us to not miss D-Valley so much. I missed it most versus decks like Veziqueen or Power Plant did nothing against them. So against the decks where they just they're not relying on Power Plant or I can't talk right now. Any of the decks that he like was reliant on like Veziqueen where you don't need a Power Plant, then obviously he wants D-Valley. Like right now, I would love a D-Valley because like a Mystery Energy retreat into a Phantom and Ascension, but we can't do that now, so that's unfortunate. And there's really no way to retreat out of this. Let me make sure I pull his list up. I don't think there's a way to retreat out of this very easily. So Chaotic Swell, in. So yeah, he doesn't play like any switching cards. So like this guy is pretty much stuck in the active, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so there is a Phantom Ditto. Unless we talk like a Guzma, then we can go about it. There's an ADP. Also, you could play. You probably need a Ranger in this deck now. That could be really beneficial. Wow, we got it, but like, do we go for it? I think the answer is yes. I think we still go for this. We go for the Guzma. Wow, that was a great turn too. Like I said, the problem is, man, we need a Ranger. If we had Ranger to get rid of the Alter Creation, then we're good to go. So I think you need Ranger in this deck, because right now he's going to be able to use the Alter Creation if he finds a double Dragon. And that puts us in a weird situation. So Guzman Hala, which will find him the double Dragon, be able to attack and do all that stuff. So that's not good. So this is double Dragon. Next turn he can Ultimate Ray, which does 180, knocks us out, it takes 2 prize cards. The Dini GX coming down is very interesting. It does have a 1 retreat cost, so I guess that's okay for him. Yeah, like I said, we need Ranger in this deck list now. I feel like if you don't, you just lose the ADP. That is just some foreshadowing, I'm telling you for sure. Like, I'm telling you for sure. If you don't have Ranger, you're gonna you're just gonna lose. Actually, he just goes straight for the Ultimate Ray, saying, "Hey, you know what? You don't have any guys in play, so like, what does it matter? Like, I'm trying to knock out your only guy," and I'm like, "Hey, that's not a bad idea." He actually attaches metal to the active, metal to the active, metal to the bit, or light to the bench. Okay, so attach the 3 energies that way. Is he playing like Lugia or something? Like, there's some weird stuff happening here. Alright, so we'll go for counter Cynthia. Computer search. We'll discard the Guzman Hala and the Juniper. Yeah. We'll grab ourselves a Trevenant. Okay. We'll put down Trevenant. Oh my goodness. This shuts down this, so we can't evolve to this. Oh, great. Great. Okay. That's gonna be a game. That's probably a game right there. Yep, I forgot this shuts down this, and just... Yeah. It's not good. It's not good for us. I mean, we can go like this, for this, put down this, Ace Trainer. Okay. We can go this, Tree Slam, 60, 20, 20. The only problem is we can like fob away this, but then he can still attack us. I wonder if we go for like the GX tech now, because it seems pretty like an okay situation to do it right now. But we'll see what he decides to do. Nope, just goes for the ultimate ray. Okay. So it goes down to 3. I could Faba. Can I catch her bring up the Tapu Lele, but he's gonna get a bunch of energies in the field. I love that Ditto just came back in my hand too. Okay. Not what we really want to see right now. So a counter this. We can enhance hammer that. Counter energy. Wow, we can't even attack because we don't have the... Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, Josh. Wow, I should have saved the counter energy for this guy. I forgot counter energy is for the big guy, not for the small dude. Okay. This is not going great, guys. At least we made him waste energy, so if we can, like, bring this guy back up, we might have a chance. But, like, he can go down to 2 and then, like, alter creation and then take a knockout. Which is, like, a thing he could do. We also don't have a way to discard energy off the active. We don't play, like, Team Flare Guns ourselves or Crushing Hammer, and there's a Lightning on Pasture Dedini, so we can't even bring up to stall him for a turn. That's upsetting. Yeah, we're just gonna concede this game because like he's gonna take a knockout and like I can't even attack on this turn. That was just like ADP, just like going like ham, like hey, we're just gonna punch you over and over again. And I was like, that's cool. Maybe the mistake was like going for the turn 2 Guzma, bring it up. Anyways, so we talked about the D valleys. Okay, so favorite moment over the 2 days. So favorite over the 2 days. He says a 5-1-1. He beat Caleb Gedimer to secure day 2, which was rewarding since I had to go through several good players in day 1. I put countless hours into breaking down the meta to decide Trevenant was one of the best plays, so it was awesome for that to pay off and secure in day 2. So he got to beat Caleb Gedimer, who's definitely like one of the like better players in the games right now. So that's really, really cool that he did that. And like I said, it secured his day 2 invite once he did that. So that's like a double whammy. Like, all right, so if I win this, I get my day 2 invite. But I'm also playing like this high tier player, so like we might be in trouble. I think I'm just gonna pass right now. I guess we could thin the deck out with Guzman Hala, but like I don't want to discard any of this stuff. So yeah. So yeah, that's very cool. Like that he beat Caleb and he got day 2 off of that. So do you have any tips or tricks while playing the deck? The games are usually very long, and while the strategy is simple, you're given so many opportunities to misplays. Once you apply ability log, once you apply item log power plant in, the game is usually yours to lose. Like you saw last game, like I don't think we ever had the game to win or lose. It was just like, okay, well, let's send a wild fit. Just kidding, we can't evolve our guy anymore. Which I don't think that's even a misplay. It's just like something that can happen. And then like we forgot about the good old counter energy doesn't count as 3, it counts as 1 or 2. But then I also thought that was a Trevenant break, not a regular Trevenant, so that was the mistake on that part. So I should have like attached the counter energy to the bench instead. What is happening with these garbage hands? All right. Anyways, what changes would you make going to Cosmic Eclipse and with the new Bandit plays? Guzman Hala is interesting because it can grab a special energy like Mystery or Counter, a stadium like Power Plant or D-Valley, and a tool which will likely be Rescue Scarf. Which it could also add Bursting Balloon in this deck, and you could do that as well. I have no idea what we're playing against right now, but we're going to just dump the hand, discard the Stretcher and that guy. Not what we want to see. Turn 1. This hand is actually really atrocious right now, so we'll press it done. Once again, there's no way to retreat this Wobbuffet unless we attach a Mystery in the retreat and then we extension, so we'll see if that happens or not. Fire due to Charmander. So, let's see. Does the deck have a shot going to the regionals coming up? Losing Let Loose hurts a bit, but with Control getting a huge nerf, the meta is safer for one-dimensional aggro decks like Reshizard or Pikarom, which Trevenant struggles with. And we saw that kind of last game where it was like a one-dimensional, like very aggressive deck, like ADP. That definitely seemed like it could have hurt the deck a lot. Like I said, one thing you could do is like include Ranger, but even then they're smacking you for 150 every single turn, and like Trevenant's just not going to be able to keep up. And this list is to play like Crushing Hammers or anything like that, so you can't really like punish them, which is definitely the downside. What is happening right now? We are just out here living in the Pokemon world. So Trevenant is kind of the deck you decide on hours for the tournament, in my opinion. So if it's a good meta for Trevenant, I doubt there'll be much to talk about in advance. So basically he's saying, if I'm going to play Trevenant, I'm going to notice, like, hey, these decks are, like, going to do somewhat well, so I might as well play Trevenant to kind of counter them. But if it's not in that situation, then he's not going to play Trevenant. So what is happening around it? Like, and then you get hands like this when you play Trevenant, and you're like, all right, I don't want to play this deck anymore. Like, my opponent has 3 Charmanders, and we can't do anything. So any shout-outs, he says, shout-outs to Will Jenkins. Will Jenkins was my partner in crime for Richmond's Trevenant, so shout-out to him. And shout-out to my sponsor, PoTownStore.com, and the site I write for, FlipsideGaming.com. And then he includes a link to his expanded matchups, which just really have down below. Now, if it's going to destroy this Charmander player, because we're going to go Trevenant Break. We're going to go Trevenant. We're going to go Counter Energy. And then we're going to go Power Plant, Ace Trainer. It's pretty good. Like, he took a knockout, cool, but now we get to, like, do our thing. So we also can, like, Mysterious Treasure away, like, a Mysterious Treasure. We could hold that and just, like, discard a Mystery Energy to get a Trevenant. Yeah, so do that. And then we can say the Mysterious Treasure if we need to. We'll still do 30 to everybody. Start spreading the love, and next time we do another 30 to everybody, and then we do another 30 to everybody and show what the deck actually is like. But the problem is, we're playing against like a Charmander-based deck, and I have no idea what this is, so like, that's upsetting. There's a Reshizard coming down, okay. So, let's go Scarf, and just start slamming again. We'll attach a Mystery Energy here. Silent Fear. 30 to everybody again. Okay. Then we'll do Silent Fear 30 to everybody again, but then he has a Charizard, and if he starts going with like Outrage, then we are in trouble, because Outrage is very, very scary, because they can just like destroy like Trevenants over and over and over again. The thing is, we need Wobbuffet, but then Wobbuffet's in the discard pile with our Stretcher that we had discard turn 1. Great. So we could play in right now, but like his hand is pretty dead, which is like the only thing I'm like kind of concerning about. So we'll just do Silent Fear again. Taking 3 knockouts. Okay. Now, the problem is, he goes hit up Charizard. If he touches Fire Energy, he's going to be able to, like, blow us up. Mysterious Treasure. Phantom. Trevenant Break. But we might be able to survive the onslaught of this. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so he doesn't have anything. Great. So we'll go Trevenant. And we'll start just like, man, I really want to grab a Psychic Energy and start like Tree Slamming, because it does like 60. But I guess with Silent Fear, once again, I don't want to end him. I don't want to put down 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he actually doesn't get a knockout yet. Okay, he only does 9. He only does 120 right now, so that's great. Okay. Then the Charizard coming down. Great. Alright, do we put this guy down? The only thing is, like, if he catches it up, then we could be in trouble. But then he's not attacking this guy. So I think we're fine going with Silent Fear. Doing 30 to both these guys. Like I said, the issue is our Wobbuffet plus, like, Stretchers in the discard pile from turn 1. Oh, goodness. Oh, great. Okay, still not taking a knockout, so that's good. That's great. Okay, so we'll go Trevenant. We'll Rescue Scarf this. Mysterious Treasure, Hand Stammer. I don't think there's anything in the deck we need. Like, we could grab Tapu Lele and then go for a Juniper. Just trying to find a Psychic Energy. Right. So we'll Mysterious Treasure. Away and in. We'll go ahead and grab Phantom, but then like Phantom could be somebody he could bring up to the active. So I'm actually just going to grab a Muck, and I'm just going to grab a Juniper and just discard the Muck. Remember we talked about like misplays? Like we have our own power plant now, and so like we can't use Tapu Lele. And we have a Juniper and discard pile. Oh my god. Bro, why are you so bad, Josh? Bro, go ahead and get fired. Like go ahead and like get dumpster on by the comment section. We got the psychic energy though, so that's pretty neat. The problem is if we like attach this, we don't guarantee an attack next turn. So let's go here. Here for here. Yo, I can't believe I did that. No, I mean I can. I can believe that actually. We'll get Phantom. We'll put down Phantom. We'll go ahead and Silent Fear. We could touch a Psychic Energy this guy and then like hit this Charizard for a ton of damage. Outrage for knockout. Now this is the issue I'm talking about. He can just like keep dumpstering our Trevenants over and over again. So send a Trevenant. Okay, on our turn. We'll go Trevenant. Trevenant. Psychic. The problem is he's gonna take a knockout this turn, and oh man, we don't have a way to attack him next turn, right? Yeah, there's no way we can attack him next turn. Because he's going down to 3. This guy's 90 HP. Another fire to be attached there. He's going to outrage for knockout. Okay. I'm gonna set up this Trevenant. And then I'm gonna go here, here, pass. Okay. And then I'm going to custom, bring up the bench one, hope to find a counter, start spreading, and then like hope he can't bring up Tapu Lele. We don't have an N, but we got this on our turn. Yeah, dropping this is like a dumb move. But what else is new? Bring this up. We'll put down Trevenant. We basically like, gave him game, like if he could bring this up this turn with Juniper. We got the counter. Silent Fear. So he doesn't take a knockout yet. Okay. So he's gonna swing. Oh goodness, I don't think we got this. Dude, he just GX'd us. Yo, man, what a monster. Counter energy doesn't work on GX, EX, right? Making sure. You okay? Yep. It's gonna. Well, that's great. That's great. Yo, I think we lose. Like, he can just outrage us for 150 next turn, or we do 30. Oh goodness. Yeah, this guy goes to 150, 170, which knocks us out. So like, he's mainly attached to 2 energies at a time, and he's able to beat us. Like, oh my goodness. So maybe Trevenant's not to play anymore. I can take a knockout here. No, it's just not enough. Two prize cards. That's not what we want to see. Well, that is pretty much game. There's not a way to really go about this. I mean, we can get another counter. Wow, that's our last counter too. So like after this guy gets knocked out, it doesn't matter either way. Like I could end him to 1, but then like it doesn't matter because like this guy, like that's what I'm talking about. Like if we didn't discard the stretcher and the Buffet, we might be okay. But since we discarded it, we discarded the stretcher turn 1 just to like to start going. My goodness, this is not looking good. Like, okay, well, that's game. That's game! Okay, so maybe Trevenant is not the play for Expanded right now. Like I thought it was. I mean, it's still like all matchup dependent, right? Like, how many Reshizards are going to be there? But, like, if you see, like, a bunch of Reshizard, but that, I don't even know what that was. Like, what was that? I have no idea. Yo, it's like Fire Friends Unite deck. Galway Welder, sure. It's like, yeah, it's like we're playing, okay, it's like I'm playing I Love Fire Pokemon deck, and we got dumpstered by it, like, really bad. So we'll try trees one more time. It's not looking good. Unsuccessful week with birds, and looks like as well as this. So we're gonna get to all dark deck, which is, I don't know, like, nobody really plays all dark. So we'll see. Like, every deck that plays like dark has like some kind of friend with it. And we can't start with cards we want to start with, which is like more upsetting. Right? Yeah, I think that's the more upsetting part. So greens, dark, DCE. Okay, what kind of green? Well, okay. 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 I think a Hunchcrow, like, does something with my hand or something. I think it does. Don't quote me on that. If we ought to lose, because I did drop the Wobbuffet, then we're going home. Because they got us. Silent Lab, Duststone, okay. There's Silent Lab. There's Dark, Duststone. Hunchcrow G level X. Cool, I can't put down PowerPoint to counter that. Okay. Okay. Well, the Hunchcrow is like a beast, man. Can't play Tool, Special Energy, or Stadium cards. Oh, wowzo. Okay. Huh. Is it dark? Okay. Team Skullgrunt. There's no energies in my hand. Go crazy. Unfair. Alright, what are we discarding here? These two? I mean, that seems like the best, discarding these two. Or rescue and that. Okay, alright. So, N. We'll put down Wob. We'll play N. That did not get me anything I want. Press done. There's a Dark Energy Pokegear. Oh, goodness. Alright. Alright. So, I can Guzman Hala and, like, start getting set up a little bit. So, I can go Guzman Hala. Discard Guzman in. To find Power Plant, Counter Energy, to rescue Scarf. Okay, so we'll go... Oh my goodness. This is shutting down this, which is not shutting down this. Oh my goodness. How does that... Huh. Yep. I guess that makes sense. This overrules this, which can't use this. Oh my word. I was like, this shuts down this, but this is still in play, so it can't shut down. How does that work? That is such a weird, like, altercation there, because, like, well, I guess in the end, this just overrides this. So, like, this makes this not work, so it doesn't matter, because this is not working. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Huh. Wow, what a waste of turn. Okay, we're done. We're done. We got dumpstered. Like, this is not shutting us down. This is shutting this down, which makes this not work. So this technically never does work. Oh, man. That is pretty nifty, actually. Alright, I guess we'll go for N. Like, that's not... I just wasted a turn last turn. Like, I got, like, outplayed. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I got outplayed last turn. Super hard, I got outplayed. Okay. We'll go Trevenant, Phantom, Psychic, done. The problem is I can't even like attach it to anything, so like, because this like Hunch Girl is like destroying us, like I can't even like, I can't get around Rule of the Night right now. Like I'm not even mad. Like I think we just auto lose this. Like how do we beat this? Like we get Faba once. But then, like, if he puts down a Silent Lab, we're in trouble. Right? Yeah, that's exactly right, Josh. Whoa. 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 We got next leveled. Like, we gotta find a Faba, but we gotta find so much more next turn. Like, this is... Oh my goodness, this is impossible. So we found a Faba for next turn, but the problem is, what do we do after that? Because we don't play like Shaymans or anything like that, so we can't ever bump the stadium. Yo, we're done. We're dumpstered. Like I can't beat this deck. So I guess the point is don't play Trevenant because like out of the 3 decks we played, like we like lost to ADP because it's so aggressive and just like does damage over and over again so fast. And then like we played against like a Fire Love deck, and then we played against Hunchcrow, and Hunchcrow said, "Hey, I got turn 1 Duststone. You can't play the State cards unless you Faba." And, like, hitting that one Faba is so, like, hard because they can just drop into the Silent Lab, and then you're in trouble. So, like, it doesn't matter. Wow. So, maybe don't play this deck for Dallas. Like, I was like, okay, maybe this is a good deck for Dallas because you count, like, all the Ultra Necrozma and stuff like that. But if you don't play against Ultra Necrozma, and even Ultra Necrozma seems kind of hard because they can just, like, tool their garb. I don't know. So, maybe don't play Trevenant. Wow. Okay. Have a great Friday. We'll see you back for Monday. Alrighty. Bye.